Greetings and salutations. Welcome back, everyone. Oh.
I'd head back if I were you, sir.
You dare threaten me, boy? What's going on, Joe?
Best turn around if I were you. Stay away.
Stay away, I haven't moved. Now I'm coming for you. Oh yeah, did you see the, I didn't get the option for the multiplayer.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Didn't see it yet, but my friend wants to try it. He loves Final Fantasy 7 and 10, but never tried 9. Yeah, when you go into the, I'm pretty sure, because I think I was just looking at it yesterday. When you go into the configuration, you know, the options and stuff like that, there should be one titled controller settings or something like that. And when you click on it, it shows you the controllers and the number of controller and who's controlling who. I'm pretty sure it's called controller setting. It's called controller something at least. What's up, Dom? Make that glass ceiling a little lower, and this kind of looks like the ending scene for Gremlins. In my opinion, anyways. I'm okay, but I didn't sleep too well. Felt a bit rough. Feel a bit rough, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, Joe. I usually don't have good nights after my doctor's visit. It's usually why I don't stream. But it's whatever.
It's locked.
I'll just go back to sleep after I stream if there's an issue. A game I have no interest in into one of my yeah.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your
Hey, what's up,
barricades and
Wookie?
outposts to access
Not too
your
bad.
mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us.
I see you got
Time is against me.
I see you
you've
have
gathered some of the most expensive,
someone
albeit
else
experimental blood
you rather
transfusion.
watch playing Vampyr.
All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my God, man, stop your whining. I don't have time for your pointless jibber-jabber.
Jibber-jabber.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen.
Yeah.
I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy
No worries.
ones.
Just messing with you.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
By doing so, you will also create 2 separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated, as soon as they are spotted.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Are you ready for immortality, Mr. Dawson? Drink now, and say farewell to life as you prepare to be reborn.
What do you mean, drink? What about the blood transfusion?
I'm the doctor and the vampire here, so I'll give the orders. Drink, sir. Now.
All right.
Good. That's enough. That's enough, I said.
I will not die. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh no. You will die, sir. Steel yourself. You're already in death's grip. It's locked, all right.
You guys think I should stream secure blind playthrough or practice first? That's up
Is
to you,
it
man.
done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
Yes, my lord. Ascalon has a new recruit, as you ordered.
Wonderful news. I've waited for this outcome for so long. Tonight you served your country, the king himself, beyond all expectation.
Thank you, my lord.
No, thank you, Dr. Reed. Now, will you do me one last favor?
Of course. What is it?
Go outside and talk with that disgusting creature I saw waiting for you in front of this mansion.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll have a look.
Good. I didn't kill her on the spot, for she claims to be a friend of yours. But don't you dare bring such a creature near me again.
Hey, no one told you to come here, and I don't even know what you're talking about. Unless you guys can pick which way the story goes. I know there's a few different endings. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that's till like the end, though. Right? No, it's Bridget. Bitch, what you doing? Trying to get me killed? Trying to get yourself killed? What you doing above ground?
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon.
Just engrossed so much.
She sent me to warn you.
So, like I said, I played it through 8 or 9 times without a break. Nice. That sounds like what I did with Bloodborne.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers?
And when you see how you handle bosses
She
that
said she was your
once
friend,
seemed
and that she
tricky,
sought the identity of
you
your
really
maker.
see how you have
So I
grown as a
answered her
player. It's
questions.
rewarding. Did you try Nero, Dara? Yeah, I was... I was all about Nero when it was coming out, because I was like, that's like the closest thing to Onimusha I was going to get for a while.
Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
Once she
Tenchu, but
questioned
the
Harriet
game's a little
Jones.
rough.
She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then?
I love going up and stealth killing
How is
people.
she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away.
Neo
We spotted
was
the
good.
hunters.
Spider
They were
Boss
discussing
was a
plans
pain
to
in the
attack
ass.
tonight.
Yeah, I can't wait for the second one to come out.
Wait, slow down. I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste. So be quick.
My one complaint I have with the game, lack of stealth kill on animations. I was sick of seeing the same one. Are you talking about Sakura?
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home.
I love jumping from the
She
trees
needed
and
to
taking
speak
people
with
down
some
the
old friends
rooftops and
first,
trees.
though.
That's a fun way to take them down.
Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate, and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness, and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that
mean,
to us
Tenchu,
mortals.
Wrath of Heaven, and you
But we
guys
have
remember?
so much
Yeah, wasn't
to
that
dwell
one?
upon.
That one was 2 players, right?
Why did she
You
come
could
to you?
do local
I am
co-op
old,
and stuff on
Bridget.
it. 'Cause I think me and my
The
friend were
very
playing that one. I
memory
think
of
he
the
was a
city.
doctor with all the
She sought
acupuncture
the
runs.
silent
Wasn't that
truths.
was that one, right?
Truths I have
Or was that a
kept
different
hidden
one?
for so long.
'Cause I know one of them you could
Why do I
co-op.
feel like
you could
Lord
co-op mode in.
Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well. And he is afraid I may remember
Yeah.
who he
That was
really
Wrath of
is.
Heaven, because the
You're
one after that
Elizabeth's informant.
was the Fatal Shadow.
You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes. But my words were not meant to hurt or threaten.
Ayame.
I
Yeah.
simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
Dude, I was so giddy when they made that Tenchu Z.
No time
I was
to
upset
lose,
it was only
then.
for Xbox.
I must go there right away.
Xbox, so
I shall
when they made
return
that
to my
Tenchu
den.
Z and you could do all that
Have you
co-op
a message for the
multiplayer and stuff.
lady?
Too bad
Should
for
I
some
see
reason
her
the people
before
that
you?
play Tenchu don't realize you're supposed to stealth kill people with it or something. It's like you play a game that's called, it has stealth in the title, and it's like people don't know to use stealth. It's weird.
Tell her I worry about her.
Do not, for she has had strength and wisdom for so much longer than you. Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
I thought it was cool that you could customize the characters in that Tenchu Z, make your partner and everything. I don't think I beat it though. When I first got that game, I was like, Des. I was talking to my wife, I was like, hey. I can customize a ninja partner. You want to be my ninja partner? She's like, yeah. And then, you know, you play some of the game. It was only for 360, and it pissed me off so bad. I get so mad whenever PlayStation exclusive games, sequels down the road eventually get, like, Xbox exclusive for some reason. I don't get it. But, I made her character, and then, you know, I forget, it's like, what, 2-3 missions in, character gets killed, and I was like, Dad, I'm sorry, but your character died. Sorry, baby. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, but there were so many ways, so many death animations in those games. I mean, like, what was it? You could... Yeah. You had, like, front kills, back kills, side kills, jumping kills, crouching kills. Hanging kills. Oh man, that game had so many different ways you could take people out. Alrighty.
This is my territory.
Oh, fuck off.
You cannot win this.
My territory.
Not a safe place right now, sir. Stay away! Over there! There's one of them vermin! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Come on.
What is this truck? Are the vampire hunters here already? Those bastards! What have they done to Edgar?
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for it.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. Going to unleash another disaster just like William Marshall did.
No! I'm trying to put an end to it. Just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
That's it? You just had a little drop in that big ass fucking flask?
Ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. Your poisonous bite is useless on me. Come on, Reed.
Those kind of fights, huh? Yeah. What? It's a pretty good crossbow you got going on there.
Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt. You down.
I don't know. My bite seemed to work perfectly fine.
Show some style. Fight like a man. Poisonous bite is useless on me. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me.
You drained me of my blood.
Freewind prevails! If you're so weak... Come on, Reed. Try something else. Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt. We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I'm not saying we could be friends, you and I. But perhaps we could collaborate to put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Priwen. We do not negotiate. We do not compromise.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now. For there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
I'll kill you, Reed. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye.
I always tend to spare people when possible in these games. I feel they tend to offer long-term rewards that are more beneficial. Yeah. I can see that. Well, everyone, I gotta go to bed. There, having been streamed on. Joe, it's been great chatting with you. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Well, thanks for joining the stream. We'll go get some rest, man. But yeah, the only thing I was reading about is there's no new game plus on this. Like, once you beat the game, it's over. You start all over again. It's, you know, like a Darksiders or Zelda. So, like, if you want to get any of the collections and stuff like that, you gotta do all that stuff as you progress through the game, because you can't go back. Reach Doris Fletcher's I gotta go back there again. I love New Game Plus. It should be mandatory.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
Yeah, so every time you play this, regardless of beating it or not, it's always starting a new game. Yes, Dom, that is correct. You get to talk to everybody all over again.
Don't waste your time with me.
Oh, I think Capcom games in general. I really wish it would. Yeah, well, they said based on the sales, they would remaster all the AngryWookie games and make a sequel. So I hope they carry on with that. If the sales were high enough.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, right. I'm back at the hospital. Forgot about that. You want to see a Dino Crisis remake?
Done.
Since I'm getting Sekiro, should I get the remake RE remakes for Christmas. I don't know, but that's completely up to you. You think you want to have the RE remakes for Christmas? I still got that sitting aside if you ever want to play it. After the original second game, in that sense, RE Remake is my next favorite in this series. I don't know,
It's alive. It's alive. And it needs a name. I shall call you Lisa.
Yay, trophy! Alright. I don't know, I still like Resident Evil 3. I know people for some reason don't like that one as much. I must have missed something because they said you're supposed to get that sword off of Doris whenever you beat her, and I didn't get anything. This is fully upgraded actually, so I need to look at that. Ooh. Give me the shotgun damage. Ooh. Good. Good. It's not that I don't like it. In fact, 3 is great. It's in my top 5 for sure. I don't know, for some reason, RE1 better than RE2 remakes. Well, it depends. The RE1 remake is truer to Resident Evil 1 as far as like the tank controls and the camera angles and the overall, like it basically was like an upgrade to RE1 in every sense, whereas the RE2 remakes, they, you know, modeled a whole new game. Yeah, it definitely is, because, you know, people nowadays don't have patience or know how to play anything steady. It's all about, you know, action. So yeah, in that sense, yeah, RE2 is more approachable for the newcomers of this day. Like when I was working at the game store and Resident Evil 5 came out. Resident Evil 5 came out, you know, it was all hyped up and everything. Everyone was all happy about Resident Evil 5 coming out. And this dad got so pissed about how horrible the game was, and he wanted a full refund after he opened it and played it, everything, because you couldn't move and shoot. That was a fun conversation. Well, you know which one you are going to enjoy, Dom. If you want the fixed camera angle, true survivor horror feel, go with 1. Yeah, definitely. And if you weren't a mod yourself, I would kick you off the chat. I'm getting both. You fuckers. There, missed it, I think. I said to Joe, 6 is my favorite out. Oh. The only thing I liked about 6 was that they tried to alternate the stories, and I like how they like connected and stuff like that. But yeah, as far as it goes, overall 6 was, I don't know. To this day and moment, forever in my mind, I will always blame Resident Evil 4 for Resident Evil 6 being around. What is the scene, the credits? Oh, really? Why? You write down the name of all the people that made the game and go after them, or report them and block them from your list? God damn, where all these guys keep coming from? See, I don't know what it is, but sometimes it seems like the controls aren't working right. Like I try dodging and I just stand there and stare at people. Kinda like that guy was. So, you think with what they did with, 6 and stuff, you think they're gonna bring back, like what, I haven't really looked into 8 that much, like what direction are they going with 8? Are they gonna be bringing back, I don't even fuckers, Jacob Wesker's kid? I thought your favorite bit of 6, Joe, would have been ejecting the disc, or dousing, or closing the game window. Closing the game down. I will admit though, even though it was completely unnecessary, because they did the same thing with that game. They went so action based with it and everything. They just kept going crazy with it. I liked in 5 how you could combo off each other whenever you hit someone. They've seen what works. They know 6 divided too many people. I can't see them messing up with 8. Well, I don't know. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the story, like, or as far as like what they tried to establish in 6. You think they're going to continue it, or they're just going to leave it alone? Because I think most of the stuff they messed up in 6 was more gameplay related than anything. But I do like the fact that you could run around and just like kick the shit out of people, though. That's like the only thing I did with Jacob's character. You just put on the stamina reduction stuff and melee damage and just ran around just fucking punching the shit out of people. I mean, you kind of thought that they would have not done what they did with that, because, you know, the feedback as far as the gameplay goes for Operation Raccoon City was you know, all about the gameplay system and the targeting system and everything they had laid out. I didn't think they were going to try to use it again because it wasn't really updated that much. It still was pretty crappy targeting system and stuff. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's one of the things they said was a problem with 6 was that they went too big with it. They think the whole worldwide thing. I mean, technically, as far as the game was going and stuff, it was a logical step that it would become like a worldwide problem. I think Veronica was the last game that was played like a old school Resident Evil. I really wish they would have brought back the Outbreak series instead of whatever the fuck they were doing with that one game they're making. 6 tried to be action and also wanted to be horror and couldn't refine either genre, so it ended up being a mixed match and nothing in my opinion. Yeah. They tried to... Codex was pretty cool, one of the more challenging RE games. Yeah. But, yeah, because, you know, Chris was like all action-based and military kind of gunner thing, and they tried staying, you know, horror and stuff like that with... Hey, what's up, bud? What? Yeah, why are you awake? Why don't you go back to sleep? You want to lay down on my bed and cover up?
Do that later if you lay down. Wait, this is a pillowcase?
It's a pillow with a pillowcase, yeah.
But it looks like the same with an other pillow.
You gonna lay back down with mommy?
Why is it open like this?
So you can take it off to clean it.
Oh. But how do you fix it though?
What do you mean, fix it?
Like you need duct tape or put it all back together.
No, it is together, it's fine. You gonna lay down?
Oh. I hear the brief still finally back together.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's these black stuff?
Hmm?
What's these black stuff?
What black stuff?
Wait,
That's part of the headset.
these. Wait,
No, leave it alone.
there's a button. Wait, why is a switch?
So you can turn it on and off.
So you did be done with this game?
No, so I can turn on and off the headset.
So you can sleep?
You gonna lay down?
I'm being like you.
Why?
I saw a noise and it was talking.
Yeah.
And with that microphone.
Uh-huh.
And what? Wait. Where's your other hat?
I don't know, you had it last. Where'd you put it?
I did not put it on you.
You were wearing it. Where'd you put it?
This looks like grass. This looks like Minecraft.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, like this.
You staying in here, bud, or you going back to sleep with mommy?
Listen, staying here and when Grammy wake up.
Grammy? What about Grammy? Grammy's not going to be here for a while, bud.
Why?
Because mommy goes to work late today.
Oh.
You gonna go lay back down with mommy?
I like being in here if there's that.
Okay. Well, close the door somewhere.
Why?
Please?
So Grammy can't come in.
Sure.
That's gonna be awesome.
You're so weird, bud.
I think I know how to open the door.
Okay, that's fine. Not all the way. Not all the way. That's fine. Okay, go ahead. Sit down on the bed.
Open it all the way again.
Well, she's going to if you shut it all the way or not. I just didn't want you making the noise. It's still early. Look at this rat's nest.
That one you told me. Why is he such a funky guy?
What?
Why is he funky?
I don't know.
Wait, what's this game?
Vampire.
Huh? What's this game?
Vampire.
He's a vampire.
I'm the vampire. Because they're attacking me. See, they got fire and stuff.
How they got fire on the funky things?
With their torches.
How they got those movements like you?
Yeah.
That's not even real.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but nope, I don't have a brother. Cause I don't have a brother. What? My teeth? Yeah.
I think that what you just came up fight those guys.
Yeah.
You have a knife,
To defend myself.
so you, cause you're a vampire.
Yep. You have Dara's kid, who is awesome and cute, definitely, Joe. And then you have your nephew, is cool also, bro.
That red dot is a bad guy.
No, that red dot's me.
But what that red thing?
The Y?
Yeah.
That's where I'm supposed to be going.
But what's that big circle thing?
That's just where I can look at stuff.
Probably that thing.
Hey, don't touch the TV like that, bud.
That'd be...
Ah, more bad guys.
Hi. Oh, that's enough.
Yeah.
Oh no. Wow, that one has a gun?
Yeah.
Big kid has a gun. So maybe this is some funky stuff.
I'll send you back in the fucking
Ugh.
God, please. Wait. Wait. Where are you going?
Into the building. That's where the Y is.
Oh, there's a Y.
Mm-hmm. Go and sit down.
Oh, another Y. But for top. Keep running. Wait, this one you named that one you played?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
How you get that there somehow? Oh.
We'll crush.
How you did that?
We have.
Oh, what fucking hit me, man.
They have a gun too?
Yes.
Gun guy. Wait. Is that you who dead or died? Is that you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Why don't you go lay back down and get some sleep, bud?
Be with Daddy and Tommy.
Well, Tawny's in school and Riley's getting ready to go to school, bud. So why don't you just go lay back down with Mommy?
I cannot enter.
Who said tonight yet?
Close the door, bud. Really?
Daddy said who put them there, that's like clean all of them up.
Okay. So how do I get down there then?
Are you seeing bricks as your body? What the what?
For your vows, friend.
This was these.
Smells like rotten meat. One's near. I know it.
Go.
What are you doing? What's wrong?
It's full of these things.
Oh, okay.
It's like here's the one up piston. Listen.
Oh, buddy, either stay in the room or get out of the room. You need to quit opening and closing the door. You're gonna wake someone up. Another little feature that was great. They added in exclamation mark when there's an item, so you don't have to mash X walking around the scene. Yeah, whatever to make it easier on you casual gamers.
This is despicable.
Despicable. Oh, okay.
Like, it's so late, so I didn't be
So we're gonna take a nap later then, bud?
Yeah.
Thanks, bud. Thanks for sharing. I understand. How do I get down there?
Get down.
Because everything I'm doing is just keep taking me higher, higher. I said your love keep lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted
It's like a
before.
statue.
Yeah.
It's like this. You need to like this and put your arms up like you're strong.
Put my arms up like I'm strong, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Look.
Are you strong, bud?
Yeah.
Good.
I can pick every single one up.
Every single one, huh?
Yeah, and this box. I can put it super high up.
Alright, buddy.
What's this? You think I'm awesome?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and put that back down, though,
But,
so you can sit down and get some rest.
wait, I didn't see this morning,
How buffed I am.
Daddy.
Yeah, it's morning, but Daddy's gonna be going back to sleep soon. Hey, don't leave that there. Put that back. It's gonna fall.
Put it up.
No, don't put it up there. Put it back where it was.
Wait, right here.
Yep.
Okay.
No, come on, buddy. Quit. She knows it's morning.
Yeah, but Tony is no. Oh, really know it's morning.
Okay, get back on the bed, cover up, and lay down for a little bit, bud. You want to turn the light off?
Wait, but it's morning, so we can't sleep.
Why? Daddy's gonna go to sleep. Dude, why don't you just turn the light off and lay down for a little bit?
I will return later.
I can turn this light off so I can sleep.
Okay. Oh yeah? What was it about?
This was family calls.
About what?
This was
Yes.
pumpkin.
Is Mommy sleeping? Mommy's still sleeping. Why aren't you sleeping? Riley's gonna be going to school. What are you gonna do after she goes to school? I don't know. I think someone should go lay down with Mommy and go back to sleep. Okay, well then you lay down, cover up, and watch.
You should not even believe people have a being. Only two people.
2 people.
Me and Daddy.
It's fine. She's not gonna be in here that long, but she's just staying here until Grammy comes to get her.
Wait, Grammy? But you know all of you, so who didn't go on the bus?
Yep.
That's awesome. She did switch. She did switch. That's awesome. Wait.
Ooh, today's Thursday, huh?
House?
I wonder if Mommy put out the trash.
Daddy,
Yeah, but
this is your house.
uh-huh.
But use your room.
Oh wait, you mean in the game?
Yeah.
No, no, no. This is not my house.
Then, what? Who is this house for?
This isn't the house. This is theater. This is where they put on shows.
Wait. What's that guy doing? Wait, who's talking?
And the guys are down below, but I don't know how to get down there.
Who is them?
Like I said, they're downstairs.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Like who say? I'm trying to second these grains.
No, Grammy's not here. Not yet.
Wait. Mommy awake?
Mommy was awake because Riley's supposed to be awake. And Mommy's probably going back to sleep until her alarm goes off again. How do I get down there?
Wait, KatanaGaming is not a father.
No.
Not
It's locked.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Hey, bud.
Hey, you, father.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, he's a father. He's your father. He's my father. And he's Tommy's father.
What about mommy?
He's not mommy's father. He's mommy's husband. Mommy's our mommy. So that makes daddy.
Why have this Pikachu jacket?
Because
He's really cute.
Someone has to have a key on him. This is just...
You pee?
What?
Why you said pee?
I didn't say P, I said key.
Oh, where's the key?
I don't know where the key. Girlfriend has went to trade the game and she needs ID. I told her before she left. What a Wally. What a Wally.
what do you mean mommy?
I don't know. They use weird words in Britain.
British? He's cute, so funny.
I didn't know he's British.
He's British?
Enough. God, how many times are you gonna keep saying that? Wally means being stupid. Hey, pick my water up. You don't just throw it on the ground.
Standing up so I can told Wait.
Lord, give us strength.
Avery, will you stop?
Go back, it's me.
Yeah, I told... Close the door. So, I mean, like... Does that told her to take your passport with you? So... You guys keep saying Muppet, so, I mean... Were they calling Keira Knightley and stupid the whole time they were talking to her? Pirates of the Caribbean?
You're still missing this
Wait, I need my pillow. Oh, is my pillow?
It's like someone who is foolish, so yeah, I guess. Just she was going to town anyways to do Xmas shopping, so I thought it saves me going into town.
Oh,
It's not even Halloween.
What's that got to do with anything? Mommy's doing Christmas shopping.
To be red.
Yeah, I know. This is annoying the hell out of me. I have no idea.
What's that red thing?
The Y? That's where he has to go.
I don't know how to say that right.
What?
What do you mean?
It's Y.
What?
Wait, not that.
Where do you see a door? The one I came through.
No. Go back. I mean, go back from here.
Yeah, that leads downstairs.
Right supposed to go downstairs?
That's where I came from. I'm trying to look for something else. It says I'm supposed to investigate. Stupid thing is she has an account with CEX, a game store, and they still ask her for ID. I don't know what the rules are over there, but I know I'm supposed to card anyone that looks like they're under 30. But that might have changed. I mean, I haven't worked that kind of job for 10 years now. You not tried game.
She's 36.
Well, then that's a compliment, bud. Trade-ins are always a rip-off, but CEX seems to be the worst from experience. She's trying game next. Are these actually the name of these companies? Does CEX stand for something? How do I get... I know I went higher upstairs. That's how I got in the damn building. Maybe I need to go to the other side.
Stay close, guys.
I don't want you to attack. Don't talk.
Complete entertainment exchange. That just sounds like a ripoff. Dude, I am going to be running around this damn theater for like the next half an hour. You guys probably should take a coffee break.
Stop sneezing.
Stop, Riley. Damn. You're upsetting him and he's smacking you in the face. So you stop doing what you're doing wrong. Like, what did they find out? That's the only two close to us. Well, near us.
Daddy,
Yeah, bud.
I'm really tired.
Then lay down and cover up.
Me and him,
If you want to, unless you want to lay back down with mommy.
I do want to sleep in.
Okay, then lay back down.
We need to break it. This one's heavy.
Yeah.
That's gonna take us. I do. Why is somebody dappy? It's stuck.
Relax, bud. She's got it.
Oh, higher.
Grainer's Games has closed down in Sutherland.
How big
And
is
geek-
that?
Geek,
Oh, now you're
geeky,
going for the
geeks.
big breaky boss. Hey, that's my breaky ball. Daddy,
Yeah, bud.
this is the breaky ball.
Well, sit down, bud. Don't stand on the bed. Geekies.
Yeet.
Game Station used to be a good little store. Gone. It didn't do too well, and it's gone. This is so irritating.
want to
telling you, there's gotta be a key laying around somewhere that I don't see or notice or some shit.
Yet. Not tired yet. It's still morning. I have to wait for good morning. What? You have to wait for good morning.
It is morning.
I mean, I have to wait to get it to bedtime.
Suicide note. Oh, jeez. How?
Help me get all these blankets off my phone.
Like it's got.
I cannot enter.
Hey, what about this one?
You can do it. Why is it not on your face? Hey. Oh, it's not worth it.
Will you help him? Why you gotta make things all so difficult? See, he's being a jackass.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
Are you fucking kidding me? See, crap like that pisses me off. The book's just sitting out in the open. Has a key attached to it. Where's this bastard at?
I want the chips. Daddy.
Alright. Lay down for a little bit. You can have some after you lay down for a little bit.
I lay down for a little bit.
No, you barely even put covers on. And I don't know if those chips are still good, but they've been sitting there for a while.
I did put the blanket on.
Yeah.
I really want some chips.
No chips. I told you they're probably not good. I will get it today, even if I have to go to town myself. Got some stuff to do, bud. Guys, be back if stream is still on.
Stop messing with my bell.
I should find the key to that box. It's locked.
Great, I gotta find another damn key.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
Stop! Hey! Hey! If you're gonna act like that, you need to go out. I told you you can't have those chips. They're probably not good anymore. Riley, go throw them in the trash can. Yeah, have at it, Joe. No, there's no more chips. It's morning time, but you don't have chips for breakfast.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
No.
Jonathan,
it's morning time.
Is it really you?
You have breakfast.
Easy.
Where are you going?
Easy. Save your strength.
Mommy's sleeping. Where are you going? No.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, internal bleeding.
No, I said I don't have a brother. Where are you going, bud?
Edgar,
what the door.
Happened?
They wanted me to confess.
Stay with him.
Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skull epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan.
Swansea, you
Nothing
got
at
some
all.
explaining to do.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet,
Yeah, not
the
too bad.
suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough!
How you feeling today, Dom? So do you see his transformation yet? No, you gotta give it time, because technically they die, and then you gotta wait like a day or so to see what happened. Are you going back to the doctor? No. Why would I go back to the doctor? What do you mean?
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Oh, where the fuck did he come from? No, because, he'll be back at the hospital.
Please, sir. Can't let you through. Stop! Right now!
So how you liking this game, Dom? It's one thing I like about going to sleep. Shit replenishes. Come back in and rob and blind more. I've already priced this up £18 pre-owned. Oh yeah?
It's locked.
Remake 2 is £25. Yeah, you'll probably get more play out of the remake though.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Ichor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh, God.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your enemy.
Wait! No! Elizabeth!
No. Wait. Come back. Did you get that bitch that was abused her down? No. No, I haven't taken anyone down. You want me to go for a good ending? Can you still get a good ending if you take her down? I believe so. I believe I haven't killed too many people. It should be good. But as far as it goes, I don't know what's gonna happen to her daughter if I do. Because there will be repercussions, and if her daughter loves her mother that much and doesn't know what to do without her, who knows? Who's to say she doesn't wander off and get herself killed?
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Die, vermin!
only way to travel in this game is on foot. Yep. It's, you know, like the only annoying thing about this game. So much running through these areas. No fast travel of any sort, no quicker travel of any sort. Alright, so this says obtain blood from obtain blood from Red Grave. Recall.
Have you noticed anything suspicious
So
recently?
much pain to me. Why don't I?
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop. Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reed. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, Miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No. It's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You were lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offense, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Throgmorton, professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about this area?
I've never really liked this part of town. It was where my father wanted to live. I won't remain here much longer.
What exactly don't you like about it?
People here are contemptuous and elitist. My dad always said, Louise, always treat people like you want them to treat you.
So that's why he wanted to move to the rich part of town, huh?
Louise, what can you tell me about the vampire who captured you?
The little fucker claimed he'd fallen in love with me. That he wanted to spend eternity with me. Not a bad idea. At least that's the way it seemed at first.
Really? Did you consider accepting his proposal?
Well, immortality. Not a common wedding gift, is it? I think he just wanted to have his way with me. Can vampires even fuck, Doctor?
What? Well, I really can't answer that. Well, since they are creatures of blood, physically speaking, I suppose an erection is possible, but I...
Don't be embarrassed, Dr. Reed. I was just asking.
Louise, tell me what you really think about your father's sacrifice to save you.
I'm proud he went after me. I forgive him all his harsh words, all his bloody attitudes. I only wish I could tell him how much I loved him.
Yes. It can be traumatic, not having the chance to say goodbye to those we love.
Yes, Doctor. And there's no treatment for that type of pain, isn't that right? That may be the last thing my father taught me.
You seem to cherish your father a great deal.
Dad was the best. He kept an eye on me, but let me make my own mistakes. Louise used to say, mistakes are the best teacher. You would have liked him.
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye.
That's all right. He's buried in consecrated ground now. Nothing bad can happen to him.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Never heard of him.
Really? He's very well known in London. Throughout the country, even.
He a big shot or something? Never interested in politics myself. All words and no action.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale. And be careful. Until we meet again.
You're annoying.
room. Always.
Alright, but I'll be back.
No!
What?
You jumping in the bathroom.
I'm not allowed to go to the bathroom?
Pee-pee. And I looked outside and there was, even though I told her to put out both of the trash cans last night, Tony still only put out one. So I had to walk all the way down there barefoot on the cold fucking cement to put another one out.
Love you.
Love you. Oh, I don't know. Somehow I got chocolate on my foot.
What?
Whenever I was getting my bag and stuff this morning, somehow I had chocolate on the top of my foot. Yeah, it was chocolate. Because I wiped it up and smelled it. Unless someone's poop smells like chocolate. And I have no idea where it was. I looked everywhere I was and I couldn't find it anywhere. I checked the bottom of the fridge and stuff and... No, I have no idea where I picked it up off of. I don't know, but it was right on top of my last two toes, so it must have been something my foot got. Yeah. So it must have been something... Yeah, yeah, that's it. Dom says hi, by the way. He doesn't want to be rude.
Hi.
He calls you Mrs. Dara.
What?
He calls you Miss...
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Omi dopey. I'll be swimming in them. That's fine. 3x, I believe. Okay, not that one. $2X. Yeah, my shirts are 2X. I guess muscle shirts aren't the same size as regular shirts. I said they're 2X. I guess muscle shirts aren't the same size as regular shirts. And that Ocean City one I have is a XL. XL. No. Yeah, but there's no reason to waste money on shirts I'm only going to be able to wear for a while if I do gain it back.
Welcome back, my mortal peer. Let me look at you with my piercing new eyes.
Good evening, Aloysius.
I said there's no reason to buy
Mr.
shirts,
Dawson to you.
assuming the fact that I won't go back to the weight I was.
But we must not forget etiquette.
Forgive me, sir.
Alright, well don't buy too many
my
then.
Dear doctor. And if you need anything,
Okay,
even
that's
the most
fine.
expensive items to help you in your mission, you just have to ask. I'll be glad to sell you some of the rarest goods I own.
How is the sanitary situation in the city?
Hopeless. It's as if new sources of infection continue to spread, even though you've cleansed the theater.
What is the situation in the club?
Lord Redgrave has just informed me that we keep on fighting the Guard of Prewend. I can't wait to test my new physical abilities against mortals.
The vampire hunters are dangerous, sir. They may be mortals, but they are trained and quite efficient, believe me.
Bah! Nonsense! How could they resist me, now that I can endure almost anything?
Because they are vampire hunters. Yeah, but... What do you see?
Cat in the beach ball.
Cat in the beach ball?
Yeah.
Okay. About that page.
I'm scared of the red hole in here.
Why?
Why don't you want Daddy to read to you? I can read to you too.
What's that?
See you, ducky.
Chair ducky. What about that?
Apple and the bear.
Apple and a bear. Okay, what about that?
Car and a flower.
Car and a flower. What about that?
What's that one?
I don't know, what's that one?
Blocks.
Okay, what's that one? It's a cup.
Cup. You think these more pieces?
No, there's no more pages. This is a small book for first time words.
Oh, what one?
Is Lord Redgrave fighting too?
Yes. I've heard he's out every night, hunting the hunters. He's showing us all how things are done when true English blood feels endangered.
He's buying the cat.
What is your plan, if I may ask? Not for the city, but for your own future.
My future and the future of this city are one. Step by step, London will soon be the center of the greatest empire ever.
Would it be insolent to ask what the first step will be?
I have ordered the assassination of my entire family to ensure I'm the sole heir to my fortune. I can't take the risk of facing another immortal Dawson.
When will that be achieved?
What a wonderful guy.
Gain total control of Europe and the Western colonies, and aim to put an immortal king on the throne within a century.
Are you already planning a coup?
Of course not. My
What's that?
only interest is in the protection of the crown. I want to turn the legitimate
Difference fine, doesn't matter.
into a powerful echo.
Whatever you want him to be.
Or you want like a green one to match your beanie.
Isn't green considered neutral? Or is that just brown?
For you is like grays.
Oh, whatever you want to give me, it's fine.
Grays and blacks that'll match everything.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Dawson. You've lived a long life, and have surely met some interesting and influential people.
Sod off! I don't reveal my life to someone I hardly know, whether he be my maker or not.
I beg your pardon.
You heard me. And remember, I already wear a protective amulet against your mental intrusions, Dr. Reed. I've studied your species for decades.
How do you feel since your return?
I think I may have acquired and read every forbidden document about vampires and how it feels to be an immortal. I even own a copy of the Blood Bible, but nothing compares to what I know now.
What is this Blood Bible?
It's supposedly the only documented evidence that an immortal attended the Last Supper. You should read it, if you ever find it.
Go ahead, have mommy help you. Is there a page ripped out of that book?
What have you discovered?
That mortals are but puppets in our hands. I can sense a rat running in our attic right now.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop me doing precisely what I want.
I may need equipment and some rare items to protect the city, sir.
Uh-oh. He's got that blooming over your head.
Hey, where would you do this book?
Soya beer. This is soya beer.
It's corduroy.
It's not.
See, this is my one. So you can see this one.
Where's Redgrave?
Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the
there
toy
he is.
department of a big store.
It's his button.
He's missing it. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dogs for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things.
Good evening,
No
Lord
one ever
Redgrave.
wanted to
Welcome,
warn him.
Lance Bearer.
No one ever
To what do we owe this
small
pleasure?
bear.
I've located the true origin of the epidemic,
One morning, a little
and
girl
I'm about
stopped.
to end it.
Good. We've held out thus far,
Oh, Molly,
but the
she
time
said,
has
"Look,
come to put an
that's the
end to
very
this
bear I've
crisis.
always wanted."
Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
Blood of William Marshall?
Besides, he doesn't look
Of
good.
my maker?
He's lost the button to one
Are
of
you
his shoulder
mad?
straps.
This blood is the purest of all.
Corduroy walks
My
on
maker
Sanders
proffered it to me on the battlefield.
I didn't know
I
I'd
cannot
lost the
hand
button,
it to
he
you.
said to himself. Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it. Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone,
No one can interfere with my mission. I won't allow it. I have made too many sacrifices in my search for answers.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my
Suddenly,
lord.
he
Now
felt
go,
the floor
Lance
move
Bearer.
under him.
Craft
Quite
a
by
legend
accident,
to
he
be
had
sung
stepped
to
on an
Ascalon
escalator
recruits for the ages to come.
Could this be a mountain, he wondered? I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. He wandered around.
That's his button.
He stepped off the escalator, and as it reached the next floor, I can't read.
Why?
No, I keep skipping words.
Well, stop skipping words.
He
He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was a most amazing sight. Tables and chairs, and lamps and sofas, and rows of beds. This must be a palace, Corduroy gasped. I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace. He wandered around, admiring the furniture. This must be a bed, he said. I've always wanted to sleep in a bed. And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once he saw something small and round. Why, here's my button, he cried. He tried to pick it up. Like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress corduroy toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Corduroy didn't know it. There was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. Now, who in the world did that?
We meet again, Mr. Kimura.
Somebody must be hiding.
Peaceful situation.
Dr. Reed. Still visiting London by night?
We must both be nocturnal animals, you and I. After your captivity,
fuzzy brown ears
I thought you'd be more cautious.
Breathing the cold night air helps calm my mind, sir. I've had the most frightening nightmares since I escaped that filthy jail.
Do you need medical assistance?
Don't believe that I'm the kind of man with a fragile constitution.
Him on the shelf in the toy department.
I'm afraid my imprisonment has done more harm than I thought.
There is no need to be ashamed. We are all equally vulnerable to this disease.
Yes. I know now life is as precious as it is fragile.
I'm Lisa, she said. You're going to be my very own.
How is the situation in the West End?
I've heard rumors about armed men patrolling and fighting infected citizens in these very streets.
Shall I put him in a box?
I was lucky they didn't shoot me when I was abducted.
Oh, no thank you, Lisa.
May I ask you what you do for a living, Mr. Kimura?
I was a landlord, a wealthy one, and not a very kind one, I realized recently.
Why this sudden epiphany? Is it because of your near-death experience?
I was already feeling nostalgic about Weymouth, my hometown. With recent events, I'm thinking about going back there.
Nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. This must be home, he said. I know.
Why are you so nostalgic for your hometown today?
I was focused so much on making money, I almost forgot that my relatives and friends are threatened by this epidemic.
But you'll be more comfortable.
Have you heard?
With your shoulder strap fastened.
I was not only a bad landlord,
you must be a friend, said
bad husband.
I've always wanted a friend.
I've not seen my wife and son for years. Busy, busy, busy.
At least now you're ready to go back and see them. But don't be surprised if your son bears a grudge, sir.
You make it sound like you suffered from an absent father yourself, Dr. Reed. Keep your warning in mind.
Have you no friends at all?
Over the years, I'm afraid my greed turned me into my friend's adversary, while I became friends with my professional rivals.
Those you grew up with didn't share your views on money and success.
Would you believe I was
Mommy
once
likes
a member
reading to
of
you.
poetry circles and an astronomy club?
We'll read later, bud, whenever Mommy's at work, okay?
Such joyful dreamers then. But I stopped
know.
laughing long ago.
Here, if you want me to read, you have to put the previous book back. That way we're not making a mess. Have you seen my mother? Are you my mummy?
Can you change? And is it what you really want? If so, it must come from within, not without.
I've seen what an altruistic gesture can do. Nothing forced you to save me, Dr. Reed, but you did. I will follow your example in these matters.
We'll worry about doing that later. He wants you to read to him.
Baby Millie Monkey is looking for her mother. She looks high in the treetops.
There is no need to thank.
And low in the grass.
Rescuing a London citizen should not be out of the ordinary.
Far by the water
Though I'm afraid it may
Millie
appear
can't
so
see her
in these
anywhere.
difficult times.
Wherever
You
could
did
she
not
be?
only rescue me, you fought for me. You put your
Ellie
life in
Elephant was
danger to
drinking
save
and
me.
playing at the water hole.
That's quite extraordinary.
How will you cope
Have you
if
seen
you're
my
attacked
mother?
again?
Billy asked.
I don't know.
Ellie squirts a big squirt of water.
I've heard about
over
these
her
men
back
and
as
women
well
who
and very
patrol the
frank.
West End
I'm
every
sorry,
night,
Millie, she
chasing
says.
criminals
I
like
haven't
my
seen your
abductor.
mother. Wherever can
Maybe
she
I
be?
should join them.
Tommy Tiger snoozing in the shade.
What
of
can
the
you tell
jungle
me about
trees.
your abduction?
Have you seen
If
my
you really
mother?
want to
Billy
know,
asked.
I was locked in that
Tommy
building for
yawned a
3 or
big
4
yawn and stretches
days.
his paws one by
My
one.
jailer was
I'm sorry,
insane,
Millie, he says. I
mumbling
haven't seen
about
your mother.
sacrifice and voices.
Can she be?
And why didn't he sacrifice you?
That was
Sammy
the weirdest
Slate is
part.
slithering through the
He
grass.
claimed to spill blood was not enough. It had to be done when some
Sammy
stars were
hisses
aligned.
a big
Which
hiss
stars?
and
That's
takes
the
out
whole
his long
point.
red tongue.
He wanted me to
Yes,
talk to him
no,
about some
he says.
Red Queen configuration or
She's over
constellation.
there. Can you see
Never
her?
heard of such an astronomical term.
What
Baby
did he say
Millie
about
Monkey has found
voices?
her
He
mother.
constantly
Mother,
whined about the
Millie
voice of his
Where
master,
have you been?
ordering him to do
Mother
terrible
Monkey
things.
gives Millie a big hug and
He wanted to
covers her
silence
face
the
with
voice
kisses.
by offering
I was
blood.
here all the time, she said.
My blood.
That's all boards.
Welcome back, Joe. You're in time.
Sign this, and how long has it been signed? I haven't noticed.
You're in time for story time.
Get the room.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
Anything to connect me to this city anymore? Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Who's this?
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
Do you need medical help?
You would save my life, Dr. Reed. I have not felt so bad in many years.
Don't worry. There is nothing serious to fear. I have seen far worse, I can assure you.
I cannot imagine the pain these people must face then. You have my gratitude, Doctor. This disease has ruined my appetite.
Amos and Boris, I've never read this one.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Amos and Boris. Amos, a mouse, lived by the ocean. He loved the ocean. He loved the smell of sea air. He loved to hear the surf sounds, the bursting breakers, the backwashes of rolling pebbles. He thought a lot about the ocean, and he wondered about the faraway places on the other side of the water. One day he started building a boat on the beach. He worked on it in the daytime, while at night he studied navigation. When the boat was finished, he loaded it with cheese, biscuits, acorns, honey, wheat germ, 2 barrels of fresh water, a compass, a sextant, a telescope, a saw, a hammer and nails, and some wood if repairs should be necessary.
Good evening,
Needle
Miss
thread,
Ashbury.
And
for
good
the mending
evening
of
to
corn
you, Dr.
sails,
Reed.
and various other necessities such as bandages and iodine, a yo-yo, and playing cards. On the 6th of September, with a very calm
Why do
sun,
you still
he waited
hope
till
to
the
become a
high tide almost
vampire
reached
in
his boat,
spite of your mother's
and using his
refusal?
most
It's
savage
the
strength,
immortal
just
aspect
managed
of
to push the
vampires
boat
that
into the
interests
water,
me.
climb on board,
The
and
world
set sail.
won't improve unless
The
women
rodent
take charge.
for
I'm
that was the
convinced
boat's
of
name.
that.
You're
Proved to
obviously
be
a
very
clever
well
woman
made
with a
and
good
very well
education
suited
and
to
a
the sea.
brilliant future.
Amos, after one
But have you
miserable
thought
day of
about the
seasickness,
price you'd have to
proved to be a natural sailor,
loneliness,
very well suited to
the
the ship.
necessary masquerade?
It was
Is it not
annoying
true
to
of
ship
every high
immensely.
position? To
It was
change this
beautiful
world
weather.
and make it a
Day and
better
night he
place,
moved up and down,
one
up
needs
and down,
time on
the
one
waves of
side.
Hades Mountains. And he was full of wonder, full of enterprise,
Goodbye,
full of
Charlotte.
love for life.
Give my best regards to your mother.
One night, in a phosphorant sea, he marveled at the sight of some whales spouting luminous water. And later, lying on the deck of his boat, gazing at the immense starry sky, a tiny mouse, Amos, a little speck of a living thing in the vast living universe, felt thoroughly akin to all of it. overwhelmed by the beauty and mystery of everything. He rolled over and over, and right off the deck of his boat into the sea. "Help!" he squeaked as he grabbed desperately at the rodent. What do you like? But it evaded his grasp and went bowling along under full sail, and he never saw it again. And there he was. Where? In the middle of the immense ocean, 1,000 miles from the nearest shore, with no one else in sight as far as the eye could see, and not even so much as a stick of driftwood.
Last warning, sir!
Should I try to swim home, Amos wondered, or should I just try to stay afloat? He might swim a mile, but never 1,000. He decided to just keep afloat, treading water, hoping that something, who knows what, would turn up to save him. What if a shark, or some big fish, a horse mackerel, turned up? What was he supposed to do to protect himself?
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Jesus, Queen Salt. This is Queen guy.
What do the stars mean on the bars under magic, etc.? In Final Fantasy 9, do you remember?
Morning came as
the stars.
He was getting terribly tired. It was very small, very cold, very wet, and buttery night. There was still nothing in sight but the NPC.
You got.
And as if things weren't bad enough.
You send me a screenshot or something on Twitter.
The gave him a bit of cheer and warmth in the vast loneliness, but his strength was giving up. He began to wonder what it would be like to drown. Would it take very long? Would it just feel awful? Would his soul go to heaven? Would there be another mouse there? Would there be other mice?
See them fancy clothes?
As he was asking
This
himself
one's a
these
top.
dreadful questions, a huge head burst through the surface of the water and loomed over him.
I went completely the wrong way.
"So what fish are you?" the whale asked. "You must be one of a kind." "I'm not a fish," said Amos. "I'm a mouse, which is a mammal, the highest form of life. I live on land." "Holy clam and cuttlefish," said the whale. "I'm a mammal myself, though I live in the sea. Call me Boris," he added. Amos introduced himself and told Boris how he came to be in the middle of the ocean. The whale said he would be happy to take Amos to the ivory coast of Africa, where he happened to be headed anyway, to attend a meeting of whales from all the 7 seas. But Amos said he'd had enough adventure to last him a while. He wanted only to get back home, and hoped the whale wouldn't mind going out of his way to take him back.
That just means that you mastered the skill. So when you take it off, you have the,
Not only would I not mind, said Boris, I would consider it a privilege. What other whale in the whole, in all the world ever had the chance to get to know such a strange creature as you? Please climb aboard.
That just means that you have all the AP you need to make that skill permanent once you take that item off.
You smell more like a fish. Then Boris the whale went swimming along with Amos the mouse on his back. What a relief to be so safe. So
I see, got it. The full bar would have sufficed, but okay, yeah. Yeah, they had to make it flashy for you.
All of a sudden he was in the water again, wide awake, spluttering and splashing about. Boris had forgotten for a moment that he had a passenger on his back, and had sounded. When he realized his mistake, he surfaced so quickly that Amos was sent somersaulting, tail over whiskers high into the air, hitting the water.
I cannot use garlic.
Crazy with
there may
rage,
be a
Amos
substitute
screamed and
in the
punched at
Pembroke
Boris
Hospital
until he
product.
remembered. He owed his life to the whale, and quietly climbed on his back. From then on, whenever Boris wanted to sound, he warned Amos in advance and got his okay, and whenever he sounded, Amos took a swim. Swimming along, sometimes at great speed, sometimes slowly and leisurely, sometimes resting and exchanging ideas, sometimes stopping to sleep. It took them a week to reach Amos's home shore. During that time, they developed a deep admiration for one another. Boris admired the delicacy, the quivering daintiness, the light touch, the small voice, the gem-like radiance of the mouse. Amos admired the bulk, the grandeur, the power, the purpose, the richness, and the abounding friendliness of the whale. They became the closest possible friends. They told each other about their lives, their ambitions. They shared their deepest secrets with each other. The whale was very curious about life on land, and was sorry he could never experience it. Amos was fascinated by the whale's accounts of what went on deep under the sea. Amos sometimes enjoyed running up and down on the whale's back for exercise. When he was hungry, he ate plankton. The only thing he missed was fresh, unsalty water. The time came to say goodbye. They were at the shore.
No civilians allowed.
I wish we could be friends forever.
How do you get inside that morgue?
We can't be together. You must live on this. I'll never forget you then. You can be sure I'll never forget you. I'll always be grateful to you for saving my life, and I'll always remember that if you ever need anything, I'm more than glad to give it to you. How he could ever possibly stand this man, he knew how willing he was. The whale couldn't take Amos all the way into land. They said their last goodbye, and Amos dived off Boris's back and swam to the sand. From the top of a cliff, he watched Boris spout twice and disappear. Boris laughed and said, "Look at that guy," said he helped me. Little as he is, he's all heart. Boris went to the places of the Ivory Coast of Africa. He went back to the life of whaling about while Amos returned to his hat. After the incident just described, Amos was no longer a very young mouse, and Boris was no longer a very young whale. There occurred one of the worst storms of the century, Hurricane Yetta, and it just so happened that Boris the whale was flung ashore by a tidal wave and stranded on the very shore where Amos happened to make his home.
There it is. Insulin.
It also just so happened
much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you for
desperately to be back in the water. Amos came down to the beach to see how much damage Hurricane Yetta had done. Of course, Boris and Amos recognized each other at once. I don't have to tell you how these old friends felt at meeting again in this desperate situation. Amos rushed towards Boris. Boris could only look at Amos. "Amos, help me," said the mountain of a whale to the mote of a mouse. "I think I'll die if I don't get back in the water soon." Amos gazed at Boris in an agony of pity. He realized he had to do something very fast and had to think very fast about what it was he had to do. Suddenly he was gone. "I'm afraid he won't be able to help me," said Boris to himself. Much as he wanted to do something, what can such a little fellow do? Just as Amos had once felt, all alone in the middle of the ocean, Boris felt now, lying alone on the shore. He was sure he would die, and just as he was preparing to die, Amos came racing back with one of the biggest elephants he could find. Without wasting time, these two good-hearted elephants got to pushing along Boris's huge body until he began turning over, breaded with sand and rolling down towards the sea. Amos, standing on the head of one of the elephants, yelled instructions, but no one heard him. In a few minutes, Boris was already in the
I'll be back, bud.
with the waves washing at him. He was feeling a wonderful wetness. You have to be out of the sea, really, to know how it is to be in it, he thought. That is, if you're a whale. Soon he was able to wiggle and wriggle into deep water. Okay. He looked back at Amos on the elephant's head. Tears were rolling down the great whale's cheeks. The tiny mouse had tears in his eyes, too. "Goodbye, dear friend," squeaked Amos. "Goodbye, dear friend," rumbled Boris, and he disappeared into the waves. They knew they might never meet again. They knew they would never forget each other.
Wait.
That's a nice book. Tis a nice book. Mommy wants to make some coffee, so give me a minute. My throat's starting to go dry and weird. books from?
His
One
room?
cool friend. So on Saturday morning when his father said, family fun day at the aquarium.
Alright, I'm back.
Elliot thought, kids, masses of noisy kids. But he only said, of course, thank you for inviting me.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! The beast! One of us! A leech! A leech! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Nah, figures. I gotta open the gate. I forgot I had that still equipped.
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient of my recipe.
Stop right now!
What are you talking to? How the hell did you see me over there?
We are bleak this beast! Watch out, boys!
It's done for him!
Filthy piece of shit! Oh Christ!
Settled on a bench between the station and the aircraft. Had some fun, Elliot said. So Elliot
don't like that, do ya?
Moms of kids at the giant saltwater tank, amazing jellies display, and hands-on tide-pull exhibit. Penguins! And a tiny black feather.
Oh, come on.
They handed Elliot a piece. Even Ferdinand Magellan looked like this kind of guy. At noontime, his father asked, are you having fun? Yes, penguin. Sure, said and handed over a $20 bill. It's very fun, Elliot said and headed off. Elliot emptied the 2 notices from his backpack, selected some more, and popped it inside. Father asked, where's your penguin? My backpack, Elliot said. Thanks for asking. In his room, he dialed the air conditioner down to its coldest setting. Maybe you'd like to see, Elliot asked. Rock, said Magellan. So Elliot dragged his old wading pole upstairs, and fed the garden hose through the kitchen window and turned on the faucet. Forgive the inconvenience, he said as he passed his father's office. Soon the air conditioner had done its work. Later, Elliot knocked on the door of his father's office. I have some research to do at the library about Magellan. When I was in 3rd grade, I got Captain Cook, his father said. Where did you keep him? Elliot asked. But his father had already returned to charting the changing boundaries of the Great Barrier Reef. Elliot and Magellan rode to the library. When Elliot set him on the librarian's desk, Magellan held completely still. Miss Stainbridge didn't blink an eye, even when Magellan blinked his. She helped them access www.penguinsonice.com, copy pages from the Antarctic Anecdotes, and borrow Best Behavior for Birds. On the way home, Elliot stopped for 8 bags of ice and a snack. Luckily, his father's $20 bill was just enough.
Good evening, Vampire Hunter.
Are you here to end me,
Elliot's
Leech?
father asked from behind an
You'll
atlas.
find I will not be killed easy.
Not at all, McCullum.
Just like Captain
I am
Cook,
here
his
because I
father
need
said.
you.
Really? I'm intrigued.
Elliot read his
Speak
library
up,
book
then.
aloud while
I need
Magellan
the blood
cooled
of a
down.
king.
They shared a bag
The
of
blood of
goldfish
Arthur.
crackers, but Magellan still
I'm certain you possess it,
Yeah, please
and I
bake
must
frozen
have it.
pizzas
The
for
guard's
supper,
most
Elliot
sacred
asked.
and precious relic.
Nice of you, his father said.
Why would
The only
you?
flavor we have left is anchovy. Perfect, Elliot said. Magellan
You
loves them.
found Marshall's memoirs.
That evening, Elliot heard his father rummaging for
destroyed
ice
that
cream.
I need the
Luckily,
antidote to
Magellan was
save
late
this
and
city,
moved across into the
It is
front
within
room
me
of
to
the shop.
take your words as truth. I want to.
Fortunately,
But I must
Magellan
know
forgot
more.
his manners overnight.
What
When Magellan
precisely
awoke,
are your
he was longing
plans?
for a swim. Elliot drew him a deep tub of cold water. He left Magellan
I have
dive in
found the
morning
carrier,
spray.
McCullum. The infection's source. It may be science
I
or
think I'll
some
have a bit of a
supernatural
sip.
power that's
Elliot's father
responsible
announced.
for all this.
Wait!
But
Elliot
I will
said.
harness
I left my
either
penguin in
or
there.
both to
I'll set
end
him on the
the
hamper and do
epidemic.
my
A
best not to
vampire
splash.
doctor.
Elliot!
My God, you're a terrifying creature.
Elliot rushed to the door.
Jonathan Emmett Reed.
Do you not
Young man, where did
understand?
this
We
penguin
wanted
come
the
from?
same thing from
Elliot's
the
father
outset.
demanded.
A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not
enemies.
enemies. From Argentina, Elliot said. That's right, his
Maybe
father
that
said.
is so.
As for Captain Cook, he added, he
Take
came
it
from
then.
the Galapagos Islands.
I see no other hope for this city.
Captain Cook is a giant turtle.
If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
May I please have a penguin? Elliot asked his father during a visit to the aquarium.
Thank you.
His father thinks he must mean a stuffed animal
we
rather
speak
than
more?
a pet.
Indeed.
But he simply answered, sure.
Why
and handed
not?
him a $20 bill.
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents.
Sweet prince.
He's buried here.
Look at my baby.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire
Sweet Baba.
and tore out my mother's throat.
Look at your face.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch, one-time leader of Pre-Wing. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
What will the Guard of Priwen do now? Will you stop the Great Hunt?
Yes. But we shall continue to protect innocents from beasts like you and your red-headed friend.
Like me.
I am indebted to you for sparing me at Pembroke. But this won't always be the case. I'm no coward like those St. Paul's Stowe brothers.
How long have you known Lady Ashbury? Where is she? And what will you do to her?
We saw you meeting her, so of course we investigated. But she is gone. Our scouts reported she has sold some paintings and departed for an unknown destination.
Adieu, Vampire Hunter.
Until we meet again, Blood Drinker.
Ow! You need me in my back.
What?
No.
I actually got the next one.
dude messaged me saying subscribe to my channel. I have 2,500 likes and videos and 100,000 subscribers. I said, good for you. You shouldn't have responded at all. Now he knows that you're gonna... Is that the same one from before, or is this another one? Master long plays, huh?
Fear no evil. We do the law. Sure. Go for it. Make my coffee.
He's probably doing it because he notices that I share you guys. Careful, bud. You alright? Well, stop spinning in circles.
Hey, so last night he put this on my chest.
Uh-huh.
And then he slept on it. You want one of those breakfast bowls?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
No, those are Daddy. Come on. You want me to come to the kitchen?
So he just wants a promoter, huh? He copies movie trailers with his two shirt wait, with it, what do you mean? Two shirt off. I have more muscle than him in my left ass cheek. what do you mean with his two shirt off? With his two shirt, or did you just word that weird? With his shirt off, his two shirt off. Yeah, with his shirt. Alright. What are we doing now? Reach the hive. T-shirt off. Awesome. It's my kind of movie reviewer. I mean, wait, he copies movie trailers with his shirt off. What do you mean he copies movie trailers? Like he just plays movie trailers? He would fall through the gap in the floorboards. Oh, nice. Reminds me of that Family Guy episode. Oop, there's a crack in the floor. Okay, we'll go talk to Mommy. Mommy probably wants you to have breakfast, but she doesn't want you eating junk for breakfast. Like he does the scenes. Oh, okay. Give those to Mommy. Right now, I say. I said nobody knows it but me. Oh dear, a gust of wind. Where did I put my sandbags? He's bombarding me. Told you not to say anything back to him. You should have just ignored him. Like a toddler tantrum. Nobody knows it but me. I really wish there was a better way to get around in this game. That's like the only thing that really bothers me about this game. Hello. Hey, fucker. How rude. You will not crush this beast. I'm so tired of fighting people. Those worthless fights. Nope. Alright. Oh my goodness. You what, you gonna fucking dash at me like that and try walking away? You don't understand how bad you just pissed me off? You shouldn't come chasing me if you're gonna hit the end of your leash, you jaguar. And now I got vampires to deal with.
This is now my domain, young Ekon.
How does everybody know what the fuck I am? Like, because I look normal or something? I'm an Ekon. Peace. And the game crashed. Game can't handle you skipping fights. Alright guys, looks like this stream's gonna end. Should I start it back up and do some more, or should I just finish tomorrow? Alright, well let me see what happens first. But, yeah, I'll be back up.